Welcome back, everybody. It's time for We Play Dota 2. Dota 2 action. I can't. I can't take Lumi seriously anymore. You're like a homeless Chinese man that we've just like brought into the BTS studio. That we don't feed. We just give you jugs of water and like I don't know.
I'm so tired.
So am I. I'm going delirious here. It's Team Liquid versus. It's Team Liquid versus the Retry here at the WePlay Dota 2 League, and this is Group C now. We've made it through two groups, Lumi. Would you believe it? We've somehow we've gone halfway through the group stage. I'm surprised we've actually done that.
You know, generally I hate a lot of these group stage things because you half the time the matches are just bad.
Yeah.
Group A and Group B are sort of enjoyable.
I think it's also more exciting and interesting because they do the entire group at the same time. So like you get invested in the group. It's not like hey, do a match from Group A one day, then Group B, then go to one group and back and forth.
That's some BS stuff because you don't even remember. It's like, oh, what group are
Yeah.
we in now? Why do we care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I always struggle with following a lot of the terms. So with this, it's like, well, partly because I'm casting it, but I also feel at the same time having basically a group is done over a 5 day period. We have 5 days, a group is done, and then there's 2 days off, and then next 5 days is another group. So, well, 4 weeks, and we're done with the group stage. Well, 2 more weeks, we're halfway through, and here we are, middle way of Group C. We're on day 3, and, well, actually, we're on day 2, aren't we? Sorry, we're on day 2. I lied. Team Liquid, though, they're 2-0. They took down the super strong dinosaurs, who I'm cheering for with my dinosaur shirt on, and PGG's the retry. They unfortunately lost 2-0 to Alliance yesterday, but that's Alliance, so they can bounce back. They can turn things around.
That's we see Team Liquid draft Lone Druid. This is a hero that we haven't seen for quite a bit now. Meanwhile, the retry is working with Bane and Mirana. Kind of it's either Enigma, sorry, it's either Naga Mirana or Bane Mirana. So I think obviously Naga Mirana is a little bit stronger because you could kind of toggle that sleep going around. But you know, this is just as good. Offensive tri-lane is kind of the way to go, I think, against a lot of teams. And having Mirana on your offensive tri-lane is probably one of the best heroes to do so.
All right, well, keep it like going to be the last band. Liquid that gets the question is how do you lane things? Do you put the Life Stealer mid against the OD? Do you put Lone Druid mid against OD? Batrider doesn't look like he's going to be middle lane. But probably, I guess, a Koikva hero for the off lane, and then you have like TC on the Life Stealer.
Yeah, what I'm guessing is you have Lone Druid on the mid lane and then Batrider on the off lane to get that 1v1 matchup. Because you do expect the retry to go offensive try. So, with that said, you have Lifestealer and Naga on your safe lane. And that's two melee hero, two tanky melee hero that. So, maybe they feel it's okay, but it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah. Well, they do need one more support, which you do sort of look towards that range option as far as supports go. But I think Lifesteal is one of those heroes every now and then you'll see against an OD mid seems to do okay-ish, especially with like a Stout Shield, Quelling Blade, and some regen get pulled. But maybe more likely it is just going to be a standard, I guess, safe lane farmer. But like you say, the 2 melee is a bit awkward in the laning stage.
You mean for the Lone Druid, he's gonna go safe lane?
Well, I'm not sure how they want.
I think they're kind of forced to go mid Lone Druid.
Okay.
Unless,
I guess Batrider mid and Lone Druid off lanes.
I think Bat and Lone Druid are stuck to the mid and off lane. I just don't see Lifestealer to have any chance against OD mid. We've seen Lifestealer versus OD mid before, just that Lifestealer just, he actually just gets owned. So I think Team Liquid is stuck with Lifestealer and Naga on the safe lane, and thus they have to pick up a range support, and the retry should be very well aware of that as well.
Yeah. Question for PGG squad is: do they sort of look towards the offensive trialing with the Bane, Miranda, Nyx? This is a team that loves to be aggressive, that loves to just from the get-go fight and trade kills. Often we saw yesterday they would just never give up against Alliance in that
oh come on
hilarious game.
No team in the world would give up against Alliance in that situation. It was just fun.
It was a lot of fun. That reminds me of like all the good stuff about Dota. Playing, making sure that you actually enjoy the game
And it always came from a Russian team. I just have to say that. Remember Navi? In one game, they just went freaking RPG Dota, just farming neutral camps, and they were roaming S5. That was the old DTS. Man, those were the days.
Right. Timber saw the last pick, so likely to be a side lane solo of some kind, whether it's going to the off lane or possibly a safe lane solo. There are different possibilities with this. But I guess like their standard way of playing this would be like put your Timbersaw off lane, your OD mid, and have a safe lane tri lane. But I feel like Mirana isn't really justified in a safe lane tri lane. This is a hero that's sort of designed to contest opposing teams' tri lanes.
What we've seen in the past that Mirana has gone for safe lane trialing. In fact, we saw it yesterday. I think it was um, Snaking that played it.
5
The
seconds
Timbersaw.
remaining.
No, Mirana.
Um,
Did he play it on safe lane trialing? Or did he
Reserve
go
time.
offensive? I don't remember. I just remember it goes up
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
nothing else.
there was an offensive trial line.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you that whoever playing this offensive trialing Mirana is not gonna get a go.
That was
something.
their like Bane, Naga, Siren, Mirana or something. They definitely had. Yeah, I think they had the Bane, Mirana, and something in their offensive trial line. I remember.
Okay.
And
Well,
Disruptor last pick.
Disruptor, yeah, this is your range support of that trialing. It's interesting to say the least. I wonder what this is. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Disruptor, and Team Liquid took quite a time to actually think about that pick as well.
Yeah, it does off. I mean, this hero basically is picked up for Glimpse as well as the Static Storm, the ultimate. I mean, the Kinetic Field and the Thunder Strike have some situational usages, but these are your two big spells which kind of define what this hero does.
I think we're looking for Team Liquid in that awkward engagement of the retry is gonna go for the initial engagement, so they're gonna, I don't know, Bane, Sleep, Naga, and then arrow her,
10 seconds
and then they're gonna
remaining.
try to look to win the fight from there. It's actually fairly hard to do it because
5
you know
seconds
half your team is
remaining.
eating a ton of nukes and whatever, but at the same time Naga is so tanky in the front line that maybe there you can do something like that, and having Bane glimpse to get engaged on first and
Prepare
then
for
go for the
battle.
return kill. It's actually not that bad, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, we'll introduce our two teams over on the Radiant side. It is the boys in blue. It is Team Liquid. We're going to have Bulba playing the solo mid Batrider. Koikva actually going to go to the off lane as a lone druid. Then to make up your safe lane, tri lane. TC on Lifestealer. Way too sexy on Disruptor. And then Fluff and Stuff. The captain, well, more or less, not really, I guess, the captain. TC, the drafter, and captain. We have Fluff and Stuff on the Naga Siren.
Yeah, it's hard to say who's the captain, who's the
Yes.
drafter now. I think TC, the mastermind behind a lot of things, but Fluff and Stuff definitely have his contribution and ideas as well. Meanwhile, on TR, the retries, Nubik's going to be playing a Mirana. He played it yesterday against Alliance as well. We have Alba playing the Bane Elemental.
30
PGG well
seconds
played.
to
It's going to be
battle.
on the Nyx Assassin. So Trilane versus Trilane, one of the more exciting way to see competitive Dota. The mid lane's going to be Zodiac playing OD. I'm not sure who that is.
It's the player from yesterday, the Resistance.
Oh, okay, so changing his name.
Yeah.
And Aizen is going to be playing a Timbersaw on the top lane.
Okay. I'm excited to see more of Aizen play. I mean, yesterday against Alliance, obviously, they got a bit slightly one-sided games, but Aizen's one of
The
those
battle
those
begins.
players who a lot of people remember back from the Dota 1 days, and probably have some very fond memories of him there. But he's going to be, it looks like, in a 1v1 against a lone druid, so this is not the most fun matchup for him.
Oh, PG's just pinging the hell out of Fluff and Stuff. Got him.
Fluff and Stuff thinks otherwise.
What's going on up here?
Oh no, that's a PGG impale.
Oh, I can feel the rares coming in now. I have 4 rares on this match, and I'll let you guys guess on who is on. But
Hopefully
impartial casting.
hopefully you're gonna have more to say than
You know, it really speaks for itself when it's targeted impale missing. But it's not targeted.
Well, if it was a certain other team, there would have been some old chat about USC's Dodo.
That
But PGG's a mannered, well-respected Dota,
PGG is
Dota
pretty
2
man.
king.
Yeah.
He's actually like super nice and mannered. Like every now and then, like he'll get in like some old chat war, but he's not actually like seriously upset. Whereas there's other players who, when they're old chatting, are actually like
Yeah.
raging and upset. But obviously it's hard to tell because you're online. But if
The
you've
only
met
time-
PGG, you know he's like
The only time he friendly trolls is, fake GG. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Well, maybe there's something wrong with that, but it's not good.
the only time there was actual drama was like back with the retry MYM days. There was some pretty bad incidents, but that was Dota 2 community loves their popcorn drama.
I know.
Who are
although
we kidding?
recently we have our good share of
Yep.
popcorn drama, so
Yep, don't need any more here. But we're gonna hopefully get some more entertaining quality Dota like we had yesterday. As so far it looks like the retry just actually contesting this pool, making sure that they get the last hits. They're not getting denied experience too much. They can even just kill off these mud golems. As much as everyone complains about mud golems, they're some of the easier neutral kills neutrals to actually kill with physical damage, and they give good golden experience.
They do. They're one of the few camps, probably one of the few pole camps that you could get yourself to level 2 immediately by killing that camp. There are some camps that are very easy to kill, like the satyr camp, the too big, too small satyr. I don't think that hits you to level 2, does it? I don't think it does.
It's just short.
Yeah. The ogre camp doesn't hit you to level 2 either.
Ogre camp is a bitch to kill too.
Yeah, they're like
you're not taking damage, but it's just like you slowly kill them bit by bit. Mud golems, they're pretty friendly folk. But
well, come on, we all hate the mud golem camp because you can't spell him down.
I'm a big fan of the mud golem camp.
But blood golems look retarded.
Mud golem.
Look at his face. Tell me.
Look
A
at
face
him.
that only a mother
Look how
will love.
fast he is. Like that looked like the swipe from the side. Like he's got some good hand-eye coordination. His face does not tell the whole story about his intellect.
Well then.
Swipe.
DTS casting. First it was Walkins. Now it's my golem. We're gonna create stories about the entire jungle now.
Look, all the heroes have like
Lores?
backstories and
Yeah.
lores. Neutral creeps do not, so ETS will make it their personal project to ensure that all neutral creeps receive their due diligence.
Okay.
Alright, so far, this is like, as far as like early games, we are seeing 1v1 matchups in all lanes. Lone Druid against the Timbersaw goes for the early Orb of Venom. Timbersaw actually goes straight into a cloak. Is this a misbuy? Do you mean to buy boots, or like what this cloak does it? What does it do? Does it I think it maybe blocks a little bit of the poison damage if that's magic, but poison damage isn't really the problem. Entangle damage. What is this cloak for, Lumi? I don't know.
Oh, this is so good. By the way, there's a Bane initiate on the bot lane. Oh, that's a miscoordination if I've ever seen one. But they are going to get the wave 2 regardless. And meanwhile, TC as well as Nagasaki can't really fight here. They do have a second Riptide, but TR grabs first blood on way too sexy, which, again, very, very awkward the way that the teamfight engagement went.
Yeah, it was Liquid kind of just being a bit too far up in the lane and just a bit of miscommunication, it looks like. But well, first blood goes to the retry, and with an offensive trial, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And that's something that you're expecting out of that one as well. They have so much stun, so much focus power, focus fire. I'm surprised it took them that long to actually find it. Again, it was a very non-traditional way to initiate. A lot of first blood in offensive trialing, you see, initiate, stun, nuke, right click, and then that was dead. But it kind of was like an elaborate dance back and forth, and then they switched target to way 2, and then they got the kill. So, but back to what you're saying, I have no freaking clue what that cloak is supposed to do.
It'll block at level 5. It'll block some of the entangle damage. It'll block like and the poison damage. The poison damage is 3 damage a second or whatever.
So you block 15% of 3.
Well, it's 12. It does 12 total damage. 12 damage. So
Alright.
And it's with magic resistance. That's even less. So
Damn, what a player!
you're blocking like 1 or 2 damage with it. It's a good 450 gold investment.
You know what also blocks 1 or 2? Hey, he's blocking that entangle right now. Look at this go.
Maybe it messes with the RNG. You have a Planeswalker's Cloak, you get entangled less.
Okay.
Aizen knows something we don't.
Or you could just get a Ring of Regen. That it blocks everything if you go think about it. Man.
Well, Aizen forced to go through all his HP regen. Just has the passive now to work with, but he's got 2 points in that reactive armor.
No, that reactive armor not helping out as Aizen's down to half after entangle. Corpus says, "Get out of here!"
Oh no!
Oh, nice cloak.
There's nothing really to timber chain to.
Oh, he would have died there without Planeswalker. I'm not gonna lie, but he's also not in the lane anymore.
Yeah, let's say I'm thinking this over my head, like, and yeah, the Planeswalker may have just saved him by blocking. Well, it only blocks 15%. Yeah. I don't think it would have died, but imagine
that was 2 entangle in there. I mean, entangle is 50 HP per second.
Yeah.
Times 3.
Well, blocking 15% times 6.
Damn.
I don't know how that math works. If he just lived because of that Planeswalker cloak, that's pretty next level.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But still doesn't warrant the item purchase.
Oh, he's no longer got the Planeswalkers. It's on the courier. It's going home. It's probably going to be sold. It's being put in the scrapyard.
All right, I'll look at it and see if it disappears.
I think he meant to go boots and then pick up a bottle.
Oh, that's
I thought Aizen was onto something. Meanwhile, bottom river, Fluff actually gets slept up. There's an arrow to follow, and Fluff is going to be completely dead here. Impale finally.
Stick? Nope.
No chance.
This is what you call summertime sadness right now in top lane by Asian. Buys a cloak, realizes he buys a cloak 30 seconds later, sells the cloak on the way back from the courier. Oh, the sadness.
Yep. Something I really like that Bulba's doing, he's like 1v1 against the OD mid, knowing that he can't just outlane the OD straight up, so he'll come to lane, get a couple CS, and then he goes to the jungle. He stacks it, kills it, and then comes back to middle lane. He's actually like on par as far as raw CS goes with 38, although a lot of those being neutrals, but he's farming a lot more than he would be if he just straight up soloed mid against OD.
Part of the reason why I do believe solo mid is a lot easier for the Radiant side, because, for example, if Shadow Fiend or Storm has a very tough matchup, he could go into that Radiant camp and go for some little bit neutral. Koifa, by the way, in huge trouble. He's trying to juke, and look at the way that he's juking as TC gonna get picked up on the bot lane. Way 2 is gonna get picked up as well. The turret is gonna be focusing on Bane, but Bane's gonna be fine. Oh, or is he? Oh, keep aggro toggle.
I hear a sound. I hear a sound. The
What's
sound of your rares.
My rares are fine.
Running away.
Look at Boba finding a kill on the mid lane. He's gonna get like an 8-minute blink against OD mid.
Well, and that kill on OD helps a lot. Fluff and stuff making a nice rotation there, even without having even boots up on himself. It does find Liquid's first kill of this game, but so far the trialing for the retries is working fantastic. We've got phase boots with a Bassi ring on Mirana. You've got 2 kills, 2 assists, and just no kills for Liquid in this trialing. And well, TC's farming alright, like 24, 25 CS against a trialing is better than you'd normally expect, especially a trialing where you're 0-4.
Yeah, I mean they did lose TC just now, so not something that you could be too happy about. He's also got a Quelling Blade. Not too sure what. I guess he just needed a little bit of CS assistance. Aizen on the top lane though. Well, there's Nintango. Oh, he does not hook away.
Don't you wish you had that Planewalker's cloak?
You wish he did. But Koifa finding solo kills.
Yep. Alright, this is a big problem, I guess, for the retry. Having a lone druid who's not really being dealt with and winning a 1v1 matchup against a Timbersaw, which lone druid does win. It's not less so in the offlane. If lone druid's safe lane against Timbersaw, it's a pretty one-sided matchup. In the offlane, I think Timbersaw does a lot better. But even so, we're looking at this T1 Midtown now under pressure as well. Koifa, he sends his bear ahead to creep skip, and then, well, he gets extra damage dealt on this tower.
Meanwhile, in the jungle, PGG's a very good way to use Impale, sort of. Nice Starstorm's gonna get 2. Nice harass on TC, but Boba incoming with a blink Kadaga, but I think it's gonna be scouted. Oh no, but here we go, open wound instead of followed through probably. Nuba trying to go left, but just not enough there. TC's gonna grab that kill, or Batrider will.
Yep. Boba. Very fast blink dagger, and that's absolutely huge for Liquid. He's played really well so far and just been sort of unnoticed on that middle lane. Getting an 8.5-minute blink dagger against an OD. OD's got himself a mech. He is, I guess, sort of on the same farmer, if not, yeah, he's about pretty much a similar net worth to Bulba, but it's impressive to see Batrider doing this well.
I guess we're on US East server because if we're on the Euro West, this ain't happening for Boba.
Boba crumbles. We've seen it.
Boba might as well just go neutral. Go to jungle bat. But you know, it's all good. Koifa, by the way, don't matter what server it is, still farming away like a boss.
Yep.
Up to 1700 gold. Might as well go Midas if you want. I think even for Lone Druid, if you get like a 10-11 minute Midas, it's still very, very good.
Yeah, I totally agree.
In fact, I think it's like on time if you go a 10-11 Midas after getting boots and the basics, the tranquils and all that stuff. Using the bear to scout, blocking a little bit camps, none of that pulling, none of the stack pulling. Well played, Koifa. It's like he micro-streamed all there or something.
Well, Liquid, after falling behind early, 0 kills to 4, have picked up the next 3 kills of this game, and there's a goal graph, even between the 2 teams. So, TR, the retry, have been quiet for a little bit. We have to sort of look towards their 2 supports, making something happen. They're smoked up, rotating towards top lane. Well, Nyx and Sasson and OD are smoked up towards the top lane, and I think they realize that Koifa is becoming a big, big problem. And Bulba does not have TP. He's already used his TP.
Bulba, he TP bot, as we're going to see. He's absolutely dead. His TP's going to come in here. That's going to be from Naga. Siren's got the song. Song's going to be used, but the question is, who's TPing? Fluff and some missed a huge Mitch play. He's like, okay.
He's probably asking Bulba to TP,
but Bulba's already TP. In fact, Bulba has TC inside of him. What we saw out of him earlier was that he TP'd the tier 1 tower on the bot lane, and he picked up TC, but it was all under that Observer Ward, so I mean, everybody backed off. I'm surprised that Nubik even got caught there.
Yeah, that's an unnecessary kill that they just gave up, and a kill actually on the trailing farmer. So that's his second death in like the last minute or so. So
yeah, so I think Team Liquid definitely getting a little bit bailed out by that kill.
Yeah.
And the fact that they lost both Lone Druid and Song, like losing Song right now means you're not going to defend Tier 1 tower as successfully as you would. So Team Liquid still not doing that well, but again, stabilizing because Boba's finding ganks after ganks after ganks when our Flaming Lassos are ready to go. Way2's level 6. I don't know how he got level 6, but he's level 6. And Koifa's still farming away, so.
Yeah, he is going for that Midas, but that would have been his Midas if he hadn't been picked off there. So it's going to get slowed down by a decent margin, a minute or two. And this every sort of minute or two that you slows down your Midas can really hurt in the long run. We'll have to see where Bulba looks to go next. He's got another lasso up in 23 seconds. Already building towards that 4-star. Going to do some jungle stacking here. And this is, I feel, a bit of a problem for TR. They've had this OD mid, and this is a hero that's picked. I mean, sure, he's a good mid-game hero and all. Oh.
Ooh! That Vendetta hit wasn't there.
It doesn't look like it would have mattered. They had no way of actually killing Way2.
It doesn't. Way2 the tank.
But yeah, I feel like with OD, he's meant to dominate his lane and then be pretty strong in the mid to late game just because of like that early game lane dominance. But the lane dominance just part didn't happen.
Yeah, Boba, I mean, I think Batrider is fairly resilient in terms of having a decent amount of right-click damage just through napalm. So even if he loses a couple hints, he's still okay and somewhat immune. And Boba's now stuck on the high ground.
Well, Bane's going to hit level 6 at the bottom lane. So the Retry do have that way of dealing with, well, Lifestealer in Rage form, as well as I mean, Batrider if you can grip him right away. Lone Druid, his Spirit Bear, if you really want to use it on that, although you generally don't see it. But you've got Enfeeble as well. So I feel like Bane in general is a really good hero to have against this Liquid lineup.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you talked about the matchup against Lifestealer. It's fairly important against the Lone Druid. Also very, very important against Naga as well. Like, all of those disables are very important. No matter who you disable, it gives TR a way of fighting that if you didn't have a Bane, you couldn't fight like that. Boba looking for finishing that 4-stab. He's got it. So, I mean, Boba has been so effective this game. And yesterday, remember on that puck where he just carries his team back? Yeah, he was effective there as well. So, solo mid Boba. Always called it. I believe in Boba, man.
Hasn't got his full self just yet.
Where's all his gold?
You're speaking praises too soon. He's got a Staff of Wizardry and a Ring of Regen. He just needs the recipe. So, 500 gold away from it. And he's going to join up with he TP's bottom. He's going to meet up with the Lifestealer, maybe look for another Infest Gank, or they're just going to straight up smoke this one. I think they... No smoke. Yeah, smoke on Bulba. So they smoke Infested Lifestealer as well as Naga Siren, and where do they look to go? There's 3 heroes bottom and there's 2 heroes top, but right now they're sort of headed towards the middle lane where they're not going to find anyone.
Yeah, we see teams a lot make that play. Basically, you walk to your Lifestealer, or your TP to your Lifestealer, and then you smoke and go. One thing I dislike about that is you smoke up and then you see enemies on the opposite end of the map and you're like, well, we're not there. But they'll walk there. They'll get there very quickly. And I think Aizen's going to be dead. Flaming Lasso initiation. Lifestealer pops out and look at the burst damage. Aizen, no chance of getting out that Lasso. And that's yet another kill. And with Lone Druid here, they're going to go for a tier 1 tower.
Yeah, the Retry are making a trade at bottom lane going for this tier 1. TP already coming in from Disrupt on the tier 2. Are they actually going to try and make a hold of this? There's Glyph. They want to defend this, it looks like Liquid. At least all signs point towards it.
No
TPs yet.
That was a poor Glyph, I think.
Yeah, and I think maybe if there was like an initial call, like whether it was Way2 or someone who said, hey, let's try and defend this, because the Glyph as well as the TP to the tier 2 tower suggest they wanted to, but he's going to be in position to defend this tier 2 tower should the further push come out. Okay,
Lone Druid gonna get the tower. I think they're gonna leave Lone Druid alone as he's, continue to farm waste. Midas is already running 1900 gold, and once Radiance come out, what is the plan here for TR? They have some decent damage. OD is a great answer to Lone Druid. They also have the Timbersaw, which is a decent answer against Lone Druid as well, but I just feel like the Radiance Spear is gonna just maul everybody apart, provided they can keep Lone Druid alive.
Yeah, Mirana is farming well, but that's not really a hero that matches up at all against Lone Druid and isn't really a true carry hero of sorts. The damage is going to come from other sources, the OD, the Timbersaw, and this is a Timbersaw who's picked up 2 deaths recently, isn't really farming all that much right now, and isn't looking that scary and tanky.
You see Boba right now farming enemy jungle, putting his best Bone 7 hat on. Bone 7 live for these moments. He's going to TP back over the force that finish. Tier 1 mid, wish they had the Glyph there, I think Team Liquid.
Yeah, wish they, and Batrider having to just like TP home isn't going to be in position to defend it just yet, but there's a sleep.
Song. Ultimate, that's going to do quite a bit. Got to focus on OD. No, Nubik's going to be the target. The mech comes out, and they're going to kill Nubik regardless. PGG hits a one-man impale. Here comes Aizen, though. A lot of damage on Fluff and stuff, but he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, Bane gets glimpsed back. They have the Riptide. The second Riptide does a ton more damage. Fluff and stuff's low, but here comes the Batrider. Somehow rejoining that team fight after teleporting back home. Zodiac still low. One more nuke should do it. Another Flame Break. There's a great Flame Break pushing him back, and there's that kill. Song into Kinetic Field.
Done, no. He's actually surrounded by 4 heroes, so he may just be the next hero to go down. Timber Chain across the river does rejoin up with his team, but this Spirit Bear is not done chasing. The Impel only gonna, well, catches the Spirit Bear as well as Bulba, but Bulba, oh, Timbersaw just destroys the Naga Siren there. He's got 3 napalm stacks on him, and PGG with 2 gets brought down. So 1-for-1 further trade. Aizen, meanwhile, with Mirana, they killed the Lone Druid, and this is Bulba actually in a lot of trouble. He's got Blink Dagger. They've got to damage him to start things off. They do so with a Whirling Death, but Firefly to the high ground. He's A-okay, and he's actually thinking about going back in, but I think he'll quickly realize that's not good for his own health.
Yeah, Team Liquid just did not respect Timbersaw there. They were chasing all at half HP. They had the momentum, like, you know what, let's make for the go, but TC wasn't there, and the pure damage output just killed everybody. The arrow onto Lone Druid's face, and I mean, basically they gave away 2 kills after winning a team fight and a tier 1 tower, and yeah, those 2 kills went on the Fluff and stuff, which is not exactly the most important hero, but it was like quite fun.
It was a 6 setup. The Disruptor Ultimate and Connect build caught all 4 heroes, and they couldn't actually get out of the Connect build, but unfortunately Liquid only had the damage actually kill one of those 4 heroes during that duration.
They killed Nubik very quickly, but yeah, they didn't have the damage. If they have a Radiant Spear there, they win that team fight hands down, no questions asked. They could even chase for a little bit more. PGG looking. Oh, Smoke's gonna get immediately canceled, so they know, right? Good have detection. They do. The Flaming Lasso, though, is gonna go on OD. OD's got the mech. Can he actually pop the mech? He's self-Astro. He's gonna have mech coming back out, so they gotta keep chasing and keep bursting him down. Zodiac is gonna get him, regardless. Nubik now in the middle of the team fight. He really needs to stay on the back line. They now want to focus on Bane. Do they have detection? They have more Sentry, do they? There's a Sentry being dropped down. They're gonna glimpse back the Timbersaw, but Timbersaw could hook back out.
Oh, he's going for a TP. I don't know about this TP, and there's a Flame Break to cancel it. I think he should have gone for maybe a hook shot downwards before he actually went for that TP. He was doing that in the middle. 4 enemy heroes then. Well,
am I correct to say that you can hook out of that? I believe you can.
Hook out of
the Kinetic Field.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I imagine so. I'm not 100% sure on it, but
yeah, I believe that's the case. Well, PGG.
Liquid answer with the return tier 1 middle tower after 4 hero kills, so that's a big victory for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I think right now if you're the retry, you gotta be very worried because they haven't won any team fight. In fact, the team fight they quote unquote won is when Team Liquid over exerted themselves. So Team Liquid is not gonna make the same mistake twice, or hopefully they don't. In which case, they could just team fight all over the place, go for 1 or 2 pick off, and then just keep on fighting. I like the fact that Boba went on the OD there instead of anybody else, because OD is the one that's keeping everybody else alive with things like Astro and things like Mech. So you focus him down and make sure that he is dead, and well, not only does the Dire team lose a ton of damage, they lose a ton of survivability not having that Mech and Astro either.
Well, the retry, they've smoked up and gone straight into the Roshan pit. This is, if they don't get caught up by Liquid, going to help them out a lot. Aizen shows himself on top lane, so I guess Liquid are now suddenly thinking, oh, maybe they're not roshing, but they should be looking to maybe check this regardless, but so far, no signs that they want to check this, and this looks like Roshan may go undetected.
Ooh. PGG sees way too, so he's immediately invis up, getting ready to take a fight if necessary. There's a Roshan.
Yeah, give it to the Moran, actually. I'm a bit surprised they don't give it to the OD here.
Yeah, actually, Nubik's the one that's getting focused in the beginning as well. They're focusing OD as well as Nubik, and he's so squishy that he just gets... He's only working with 800 HP. No string threats, yeah.
It didn't even go like the drum to get the extra +9 strength as well.
Are we gonna see that CIS?
Yasha BKB?
Yeah, Yasha BKB build. They love that thing.
BKB, unfortunately, not really the right item against Liquid's current lineup. You've got Lasso, you've got Naga Siren, you've got the physical damage of Lone Druid and Lifesteal, which BKB doesn't help against, so not really a BKB game.
You just want nothing but raw HP in this case. Like, drums is a very good item here. SNY wouldn't be too bad either.
Yeah.
Manta, always good.
Yeah, Manta will give you some of those stats. I think, yeah, the drum, even going back for the drums at this point would help out a lot, because the team right now on the Dire don't have any sort of a drums hero.
Yep. Well, so Liquid's going to be working towards that mech, and once they do have that mech, the team fight gets even better. Worse, I don't see TR getting a big bump on their item increase. Like, sure, you complete your Bloodstone, but I'm not sure whether that what that does for you. Force Staff is pretty good for OD. But yeah, with that said, Team Liquid are getting big items, and once they complete those big items, they have an impact in the game. Whereas TR, once they finish their items, like, yeah, okay.
And these big items, like you mentioned the mech, but it's the Radiance as well on the Lone Druid, 100 gold away, and Lifesteal's Armlet, he's about 300 gold from, 250 gold from. So these 3 core items on different heroes are all coming in like right in the next minute or two, and that's where Liquid will just be looking to walk all over TR in these team fights.
Yeah, they're leading by 4,000 go. Look towards them, leading by a little bit more, and this to me is slightly a concern. Team Liquid, they're winning all these games, but they're not winning it convincingly in the laning stage. So I'm not sure whether that's part of their draft and saying, hey, we're gonna concede the early game and go for these insane mid game death pushing heroes. Because yesterday when they played against SSD, they struggled mightily in the laning stage as well until Boba bailed them out. I'm talking about the game one where Boba played Puck.
Yeah.
So I think against a lot of other really, really good teams, I'm not sure whether that recovery is going to be as easy or even possible. Like, if you go down 5, 6, 7 kills against Alliance, the game's done. Whereas, Team Liquid is obviously playing out well right now, but that's something to be concerned of walking forward.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And it's sort of, I guess, I remember even like Team Liquid with their old roster, they'd go offensive trailing quite frequently as like just a way they like to contest the offensive lane, but if they're trying to do so now with a new player, Way Too Sexy's been screwing with them, and they need to make sure that things are working out for them. This is just a safe defensive trailing, and
here we go, Song to initiate. I think you want to focus on these clump of 2 heroes. Kinetic Field, the ultimate on top, and the Radiance is right there. They're going to focus on PGG. There's the Astro. The Lasso's going to come through. Got to focus on Zodiac. Equip the grip on Boba, but it's a little bit too late. Zodiac in the middle drops his ultimate. Where's the focus on Koifa? There's no focus whatsoever. Zodiac's still going to die to the Radiance burn damage. They get 1. They're going to move on to second. Alba's going to be on the right side. How is he not dead yet? He's finally dead. I think the Astro saved him a little bit longer. The Bear takes the... come on. Okay, there you go. The Bear's going to get recalled. They're going to focus on Alba. Alba is surprisingly tanky. They're going to bring him down. Nubik has the Aegis. He's going to lose out Aegis, and he's going to lose a little bit more after this.
Yeah, he got glimpsed back after leaping out, and now there's no escape for him. He's going to be brought down with ease for Liquid. 3 kills at this top lane, and it's once again the Song of the Siren uses a setup, and they've got a great lamp to actually set up for these initiations. You get to catch a couple in a kinetic field. Bulb was ready to grab someone, and it's just all over from there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times we've seen him back in TI2, it was like the Song into Vacuum, Black Hole, that kind of stuff. Song into Kinetic Field and Disruptor Ultimate seems just as good, provided you have enough damage output, which Bane Elemental as well, or sorry, which the Lifestealer and the Lone Druid has no problem with.
Aizen almost gets like solo killed, but Lone Druid just chasing him down using Entangle and Radiance hacks. Need that Planewalker's Cloak, man. That works against Radiance damage.
It does. Why he sell that stuff?
Bad value.
Well, definitely bad value when you buy an item and then sell it after the 10-second mark. PGG is he looking to make some plays?
There's a central one, and they pinged. They actually saw him walk past that, so chance of success very low. Way too.
Thinking about play when he is out of mana at a quarter HP.
Oh, he's got Arcane Boots and 7
okay,
stick.
That's true.
He's got that's enough for an Impale plus mana burn, but it's a full HP disruptor, so no real chance of getting that kill. And Liquid now, they get the tier 2 tower. That's a lot of gold going their way with the 1 team fight as well as the tower gold. Suddenly we're looking towards a big gold lead, 7,000 about in their favor, and they're gonna take a couple towers in the next 5 minutes, I imagine. These outer towers probably won't be standing for much longer.
Yeah, for me, critically, Fluff and Stuff is level 11 as well, so that Sound Siren initiation gets a lot more manageable in terms of the cooldown timer. So once that thing's ready to go, I think they're gonna try to siege on the mid lane.
Yep, Bulba though, he's got a payload inside of him. Lifesteal is there with an Infest, and with this Invis rune, he scouts out everything.
Yep, dead.
He's waiting till he's pulled to the low ground. Oh, he actually pulls him all the way across before Lifesteal comes out. That's some patience from TC.
Fluff and Stuff pops a mech for himself, and here comes the chase. Do they have the glimpse? 1800 cast range.
Timber Chain out, and it looks like he's going to be okay unless they can get some additional vision, but not going to be the case. Lone Druid solo pushes the tier 1 bottom tower, and it looks like he may just go on for the next tier 2 tower.
Don't worry about that Bear though. The Bear scouting in. Is he buying the Hyperstone? Oh, that Bear dead! No, buy the Hyperstone.
Well, he was also buying the phase boots for it. He's got those phase boots. No Hyperstone just yet. He's got the money for it, and it looks like he's sending another Bear over there.
The Song to initiate already.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Who do you want to focus on? PGG?
Yeah,
You gotta focus PGG.
they're going to go on PGG first. It looks like they're not too worried about getting any second or third kills. They just want to make sure they get one, and then they can go back bottom and get the tier 2 tower. So just safe, calculated initiation from Liquid, not trying to get too greedy and go for too much. That's where you see a lot of teams, they're like, let's try and get 3 or 4, and they'll just completely overextend, going for more kills than they can actually get.
Yeah, I think against this lineup here, as we see another Flaming Lasso initiation against Aizen, with the ultimate Disruptor even used for that kill. I mean, against a lot of teams, there are more than 2 or 3 high priority targets that you have to focus. Whereas in this draft, like, what is... Okay, we leave Mirana alive. What is Mirana going to do to punish us? Nothing. Same thing there for Timbersaw. Like, he does a lot of damage, but he doesn't do enough damage instantly to kill everybody. So, you don't have to focus everybody. They just focus Nick's assassin, or in a certain case, OD, and that's all they need to do.
Now Zodiac in this top lane, getting caught out by Bulba as well as TC. So things kind of falling apart for the Retry. It's kind of on that point. It feels like the Retry need all their core heroes alive and doing something in a team fight for them to stand a chance. But Liquid are always getting a pick off to start things off. They're always getting that perfect setup and knocking 1 or 2 heroes out of the fight by using that Static Storm after the lead.
Speaking of pick off, PGG.
This is not a pick off.
Well, they're gonna open up with the Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did not go for the greedy play where he, you know, dead a hit first.
Arrow misses. That's awkward.
You want to scout if Boba's there. He wasn't going for 2 kills at once.
Yep. I'm on the same page, Luby.
Mid tower. Tier 2 tower is going to be going down. This bear is just sadness right now. Oh, bear! Another 300 gold.
Kind of long. You know, it's just about to come off cooldown. Comes back, not far enough back. It looks like Liquid just going to retreat, disengage, and they don't get the tier 2 tower. And the Retry, they're maybe trying to just go for a bit of a push and a siege at this top lane. No, they're backing up. They haven't got the damage.
They have to respect the power of Naga Song, and then the TP comes in and everybody's dead. So they can't mess around with that. Initiation on the mid lane, Aizen's going to come through, so they're going to Thunder Strike, and perhaps Disruptor Ultimate, yes they are, but they don't have enough damage output without the bear. TP and Flame Break. Aizen's been trying to TP out against the Black Rider, and it's not going to work out, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, Bulba's still got a bit of a chase to go. Haste Rune is there, and it's going to be a glimpse back. He needs to find some more trees, and not going to reach. Godlike streak for Bulba. He's 9-0 and 9. That's
Bulba's a player.
Some impressive Batrider plays.
Especially if he's online. Well, I used to call Boba a choker, but TI3 happened, and I can't call him choker anymore. So he's just legit to me now. Seal approval.
All right. Seal approval. He's going to have a life stealer inside of him once again, looking for initiation. Top lane PGG into the trees, and right idea. He knew exactly what PGG was up to, trying to TP out in those trees.
PGG is too fast. Want to take a bet on whether PGG is 100% sober or not?
I mean, this guy is like just permanently intoxicated as far as I've ever seen. Yeah. It's been a lot of time with him at TI2, and I don't think he was ever sober. Well, Pickoff's more going to be coming from Bulba even further. He actually may be a bit over his head. He's going to have to Firefly over the trees, get himself out of there. But it's Lone Druid who can kind of make up for it now and pull some of this weight. TC as well has an armlet, has a Sanj. He's going to bring down the Timbersaw. Double kill for TC. Nubik's already used his leap. He's on the run. He pops some Manta Style, but they still know which one's real. The Thunderstrike revealing it. And Sleep, setting everything up. Nubik has no leap still. He's going to get brought down. So Sleep just used for the 1 kill. Meanwhile, on the high ground, actually, it's OD who was getting chased here. It's Fluff and stuff. Gets in snare off. TC there with a slow. Drops the Sandy's Eclipse, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. It's a complete, utter team wipe. Liquid going to push high ground. TR probably going to call GG here. There's no fight left in them. Liquid just...
Sound of my rarest coming back to me.
Right. Well, game 1 looking good for Liquid here. Retry gonna play to the bitter end. This is a familiar sight. When do we see this last? We've got 4.
What's that fake GG call?
We've got 4 games from the Retry for those of you PGG fans out there. There's this series as well as the series against the super strong dinosaur.
Oh, that's gonna be it. That's the 2-game series I live for. SSD versus PGG. Man.
That's one where we may get some good old chat action going.
Yeah, that's come with me in PGG. Let's go.
Oh, Arrow going to go flying in. TC actually not going to cop it. It looks like he just managed to sidestep it, and well, there's nothing TR can do here. PGG getting scouted out. He's got a Ghost Scepter, but he's on cooldown, and Liquid have taken mid Rakdos. They're going to swing bottom now, get the tier 3 tower, get these Rakdos here, trying to orb down the Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear still okay, has that Assault Caress, and he's got no resummon, so he also needs to make sure he does keep this alive.
Uh-oh. Buyback coming out from TC, but his teammates in a little bit of trouble.
Alright.
Wait, two. Okay. Get 2. Are they looking for a little bit more?
It's too little too late.
Defend the bot racks. Not too bad.
Yep. But it's like this, just they're already so far behind, and it's 25,000 gold lead, as Lumi just shows, and their farm on their core heroes just isn't there. Looking at the net worth of some of these, Lone Druid up to 20k, you've got 13k on Bulba, 11k on Lifestealer, and then it's a big drop down towards the Dire Tricore. They're all hovering around that 8.5 to 9k mark.
Yeah, I feel like the way the draft the game kind of pretty much steal, because TR, the way they're drafting is saying, hey, let's get 3 lanes and we're going to do well in all of those lanes, and that's nice. And Team Luca says, yeah, you guys have the lane, but as long as we have one person that does well from the laning stage, through that one person, we're going to make comeback. For example, if all of their lanes lost, but Batrider got a Blink Dagger, which he did, he's going to be able to gank their way back. Or if, you know, all of the lane lost, but Koifa won his lane, he's going to be doing split push and then help his team to make that comeback. Which, by the way, he didn't lose the lane either. So, Team Liquid just needs to win 1 or 2 lanes, and they're going to be absolutely fine. Oh, PGG.
Well, that Carapace is only going to help you so much. The Ghost Scepter will help him out a bit more here. The Radiant Burn is still doing damage, and now he gets brought down. Bane, meanwhile, is going for a bit of a YOLO Fiend script here. Not a chance in hell for that to have worked out. And brought down by the Radiant Burn. Bulba's found the Timbersaw. Aizen going to get caught out, brought down in the Static Storm. Well, Bulba's got himself a BKB, a Boots of Travel, 2k gold on top of that. He is just filthy rich right now.
Well, not sure what that initiation from PGG was about. Half of his team wasn't even there. But hey.
You question PGG. Well, Nubik caught out. You can question him. He's Song of the Siren used just on this solo Mirana.
Again, using one is enough. Look at these long range spells. They still have Glimpse available as well.
Yeah, Mantis already being popped. Bulba's just going to go in with the Firefly. And Nubik, he knows he's dead. He's just trying to fight his way out of this one. Gets brought down. Bulba now picks up his 10th kill of the game. And bottom Rakdos. Well,
easy peasy.
not a sweat was broken by Liquid. Well, slightly slow early game, but once they got rolling, it was... This is once again, like you mentioned last game, Bulba's on this puck. This to me was Bulba just doing so much work on his backline.
Yep.
It's to think like he got an 8 to 9 minute Blink Dagger against Assault 1v1 against an OD. Sure, a lot of that's in the jungle, but he's the one who sort of kept Liquid alive and pulled them back into this game. That completes the team wipe, and Lumi's got a big smile on his face.
Well, there's only one game yet, Team Liquid, as well as me looking for them the second victory. Gonna get some rares. Gotta get that one rare actually. It was 70% versus 30%, so I get like 1 point something rare.
There's a chance to get 2, I guess. Very small chance, but GG getting called by PGG. The throne actually going down.
What's the well play?
Well played, PGG.
Mannering division.
Well, that does it. Liquid in game number 1, 35 kills to 10. And I feel they had just a really strong Liquidish draft here. You have the Lone Druid, Lifestealer, Batrider. You have a lot of people like Koikva on Lone Druid, one of his core heroes. TC, very comfortable on Lifestealer. Bulba just on any sort of playmaking sort of mid-hero, be it a Puck, in this case a Batrider. And, well, Batrider sneaking through the pool, and this kind of making a good case for that it shouldn't be sneaking through the pool. It was picked up in return for an OD and Nyx Assassin, I want to say. I feel like, I mean, getting an OD is okay, but I feel like you need to be getting like OD Naga there or something other than the Nyx.
Maybe just PG felt a little bit more comfortable playing with Nyx. It's a hero that when you're winning actually is a big menace on the map because it forces out Sense Ward from support, and it's hard for them to keep up when you're... So I feel like Nyx Assassin, somewhat justified as a second pickup, but that's not the pickup I would have gone for. I think Naga or Visage are a little bit more valuable.
All right, well, that does it here in Group C. We're getting our way through day 2. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it will be the next match of today, which is going to be, well, Game 2 of Liquid versus the Retry.